Hello everybody, Maynarde Zepph are here again for Amazon 8 versus Storm 8 finals. And we have got, well, just off the back of a pretty crazy PvP, like all PvPs are, we have got ourselves a PvT on Daybreak, which already sounds like it's going to be a lot more sensible, Zepph.
Yes, definitely. Daybreak, generally the macro map, and we've seen a lot of sick games on Daybreak already, so hopefully this is one of them too. And it seems like we have another two very strong players coming out for both Amazon and Storm 8.
We do indeed, and let's bring them up. We have got, look, just as a forewarning disclaimer, we didn't talk about how to pronounce your name, sir, before the cast, so we're just going to go with it, YOLO. If we're wrong, please let us know in the YouTube comments for future reference. We're going to call you Chashui. I'm sorry if that's not the case. Chashui is going to be our Terran for the day for Amazon. And this guy, he's got another 50-50 record of 2 wins, 2 losses. And he is a program manager for the very fine company of Amazon. So, quite a handsome guy as well. Indeed. And we know that looks generally equate to StarCraft skills. So, pretty keen on seeing this guy do his thing on Daybreak. What can you tell us about Short Round?
Well, he is yet another handsome nerd. We've got so many in the AHGL, let's be honest.
God. StarCraft 2 nerds are way more handsome than any other esport. I'm throwing that out there. But better continue, don't let me interrupt.
Yeah, well, Short Round, he's got a pretty impressive record with 3 wins, 1 loss. So he's on fire in the AHGL so far. And he's actually been playing RTS for a very long time, been playing since before Warcraft 1 and Command and Conquer. So this guy's got some serious RTS history on him.
He does. But actually, I have that RTS history as well, and I'm terrible. So you never know.
Yeah.
But that said, though, I happen to know for a fact that Short Round is good because I was watching him being cast by the wonderful Day9 when Storm 8 did that wonderful upset on Epic. Now, I don't know if you remember Epic, Zepph, but they were pretty much number one for AHGL for 2 whole seasons, and then all of a sudden, Storm 8 just eliminates them randomly, and now Storm 8 are in the 2nd week of the finals, so there you go.
That's pretty sick. I think we better get into the game because that just made me really, really excited.
Zepph wants to get into the game, guys, so let's do it. What Zepph wants, she gets. All right. Starting the game. In the bottom left, we have got Storm 8 Short Round.
And his opponent on the opposite side of the map, it is the blue Terran, Chashui.
Chashui. Well, once again, we're so sorry if that's not how you pronounce your name, but that's just the breaks, my friend. I'm very, very sorry.
We've gotten a few wrong so far.
Yeah, we've gotten a couple. I remember Stank. Ended up being T-Stanky. Whoops, dipsy daisies. In the top right here, Chashui. Currently his team 1-0 up on the Storm 8 Heroes, so coming off the back of a pretty huge win against Epic, as I just mentioned, so they're going to be feeling pretty high as a kite right now after that huge elimination. Very big upset, I would have to say, if you look at the seeds at least. So, yeah. It's exciting stuff. Will they have the winning hangover, which happens sometimes where, you know, you have a big win and then all of a sudden everyone just gets a little bit too confident and rest on their laurels a little bit? I don't know. I think these Storm 8 guys, I saw their pictures, they look a little bit too cold and calculative to let something as newbie as that happen to them.
Maybe so, but regardless, I'm actually looking really super forward to this match. PvT is quite exciting, but it's actually one of the ones that I feel has possibly changed the least in Heart of the Swarm as opposed to Wings of Liberty. What do you think?
I tend to agree. Apart from the new units in mech and also the Widowmine as well, it's really quite similar. I mean, Protoss make Tempest as a result of mech, but you don't see too many Terrans meching against Protoss still.
Yeah, it seems like they're still...
Yeah, I mean, Blizzard really tried to get mech to work against Protoss, but it still doesn't, kind of. There's some fundamental thing that just makes it difficult. Even though Thors don't have energy anymore and Hellbats are amazing against gateway units, it's just not as easy as Bio and Widowmines, which is what Protoss really deal with.
Yeah,
oh god, look at that sexy pylon. Oh, these skins.
Yeah, these skins are pretty awesome. I keep forgetting to put mine on for the Zerg units, and then I feel bad when I come up against another Zerg and their units all look cool and mine are all plain and boring.
Plain and Wings of Liberty-ish. Ugh.
Yeah.
Makes you think about that dead game. That's horrible. Not really. Wings of Liberty was great. We miss you, Wings of Liberty. But Yeah, we've upgraded Wings of Liberty. Wings of Liberty was our old girlfriend that we really liked, but part of the swarm is sexy, new, and invigorating.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we got both players going for a fast expand here.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, look at that Zealot.
Zealot. Oh, damn. I haven't seen the Zealot skin in action yet. That is a badass looking Zealot.
That's pretty awesome. I'd be doubly as scared if I was a Marine and I saw that coming at me.
I want that. Time to level my Protoss. Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? That's pretty awesome.
So yeah, this is looking really, really standard. 1 Rax fast expand with 2 barracks behind it, no gas. It'll take usually the 2 gases at once, but just opting for the 1 for now. So this is very macro orientated here from Chashui. Very Wings of Liberty-esque.
Indeed. And looks like he's just going to go into the straight up bioplay, which is still, like we mentioned, the core of the Terran army.
Yeah, it's just easier and really strong. It has the mobility and yeah, it's just got everything going for it. The Zealot getting an SCV kill there for free, that's quite nice. These Marines really want to get it for revenge though, but I'm not sure they will. But
he does indeed get out of there, and he saw the expansion in the base of Chashui, which was really important because until then he actually took his Nexus after the gate and core without scouting, so that can be quite ballsy considering that I'm not sure if these players have played against each other before, but you can never be 100% sure of what your opponent's doing.
Kind of rolling the dice a little bit for their openers. So, I'd imagine that they would have actually played each other at some point. I think Amazon Storm8 is a matchup that I remember, so they could be just meeting each other again in the finals here. Obviously, everything on the line right now. This is single elimination.
Yeah.
So, you know, Epic, the top seed from this season, eliminated last week by Storm8, and will not be seen again until AHGL Season 4.
Yeah, indeed. The heat has been turned up.
Pretty brutal.
I cannot wait to see who actually wins this. And it's pretty cool. I mean, they're playing for a charity. Another testament to how handsome and awesome all StarCraft 2 nerds are.
Absolutely. We love charities. We love games. We like to help those in need. We're basically like the Supermen of esports StarCraft players.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we've got some interesting stuff going on for short round here in his base. He's moved on to the Forge, getting a
Council. Oh, fast charge.
Oh, charge and +1 armor.
We might be seeing a Templar Archives pretty quickly here to possibly go for fast charge lot Archon. That's a very strong anti-bio army. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. Straight up charge lots are pretty good, but yeah, I'm not seeing a robo. Yeah, it just definitely looks like it's going to be Templar charge lot here.
Yeah, definitely. They generally go hand in hand. Now that gas is coming up for the natural for our Protoss player, there's the Templar Archive. So you're absolutely right, Maynard. We are indeed going to be seeing that charged lot Archon high temp sort of composition. We love from Protoss. It's actually my favorite Protoss composition to
it's really cool. I love the Archon. Not only for its voice actor, but also because of the fact that it does amazing splash damage and has a bajillion hit points and can regenerate those hit points for the most part as well. And not to mention that if you don't morph it into an Archon and you research Storm for a measly 200, you've got yourself the anti-bio force. Of course, leaves itself a little bit vulnerable to ghosts, but Chashui right now only has 1 barracks with a tech lab on it and doesn't look like he wants to get ghosts anytime soon. In fact, going for medevacs pretty quickly and moving out with a small but still scary Marine army.
Yeah, for sure. He'll have to be a little bit careful. I mean, we won't see Ghost for a little while because he doesn't have the gas for it just yet, but if he arrives and finds himself in the midst of Storm and charge lots, he'll be in a spot of bother because he's very Marine heavy at this point. The medevacs still aren't quite finished. They're just starting now, in fact, and coming to rally across the map to where those Marines are. And
this may but no combat shield as well.
Yeah, it may just buy him enough, short round that is, enough time to get that Storm upgrade.
This is actually what we saw Lucifron do a little bit towards the end of Wings of Liberty against powerful Protosses. I think IEM comes to mind, where he just sort of got a huge Marine ball and went in to kill a third, and he got lucky and would kill a third every now and then, but if there's no third, then you've kind of wasted the Marines a little bit. Like, let's see, they're moving around the map trying to be useful right now. They'll be useful later on for sure, but I'm sure that's money that he would have rather had macro-wise now, now that he's seen that there is no third Nexus to kill.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, at least he kept his units. He didn't lose anything.
Yeah, no, he didn't lose
commit to anything he shouldn't have.
Yep.
And, I mean, the medevacs are out now, so with that boost, of course, we have those deadly drops as a possibility.
Short Round also scouts that there is no third, so he knows that there is a possibility here, and it definitely looks like Chashui's going to go for a boosted drop here into the main. And I got to say, Short Round's army looking out of position here, Zepph.
Yeah, way out of position. This is where it's most difficult for Protoss to defend when they've got this tiny force. It depends on it being together. They don't have the ability to stretch themselves out too much. So perhaps if he parks a couple of Templars in that main, in case some drops come, so he can feed back the medevacs. He only has one cannon in the mineral line and one near the Templar archives otherwise to buy himself some time.
I think Chashui just missed an opportunity there. Scanned the natural, moved his forces into vision, which gave Short Round the opportunity to move his units back, and he now has Storm, and he now has Charge Lots, and these Marines better get the hell out of here, Zepph.
Yeah, the Protoss army keeps kind of dangerously moving out of position, but then he swings back just in time. There's 2 medevacs boosting into the main
Yeah,
hub
this is
right
a good
now.
move here, but there is one Templar with a lot of energy.
Can he feed back? He needs to do it now.
Storms instead.
And I guess that's good enough. Buys a bit of time, softens up some of the units, but there are still 2 medevacs here, and the Protoss army is desperately running back to try and save this probe. So many workers going down.
Meanwhile, some Zealots look like they got warped in and denied the third for a little bit, forcing it to lift off for Chashui. And he gets away with 1 medevac full of Marines, so a pretty good attack there. I'm not sure what he got, though. Feedbacks and Storms on those Marines. This drop got completely shut down. Oh my god, they got backhanded into the dirt. And a couple hurt medevacs going home for Chashui. Oh, the mana pylon right under the command center. That's so annoying. These 3 Zealots donated to the Feed Chashui Foundation.
Yeah, I have to say, these players are playing so well so far. Short Round's reaction time has been pretty darn good so far. And at the same time, I mean, while he was defending those drops, as another one comes into the main, there's 2 cannons to meet it now, and it does go down with another feedback. But as I was saying, as he was doing that, he was actually warping into the third of Chashui, so crazy stuff going on.
Looks like Short Round got to see Abathur in the evolution chamber in the campaign for Heart of the Swarm. He evolved and adapted. 1 drop will not keep working on him.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's some painful adaptation too. Abathur's a little bit...
Yeah, he's not gentle.
Yeah.
them henticles. Oh my god. I would not want to be worked on by that guy.
Right.
Settle down, Zepph. We've got some StarCraft to cast here. Some Archons being warped in at the third here, and now this Protoss army is even beefier and stronger than before. Chashui, where is your army? What is your army? Marine Marauder. I think without Ghost he's going to be a bit of trouble, but he does have Ghosts on the way now.
Yeah, he sure does. The Protoss army is in the know about where the Terran army is, but Chashui is still looking for the Protoss army. He might be able to catch the Templars at the back of the army.
Oh, he does catch the Templars. 1 nice storm, 2 nice storms, 3 nice storms, actually destroying most of the bio here.
Wow, that was sick moves. The Ghost goes down very terribly and painfully, and the third is destroyed by Short Round.
I'm just amazed that he still managed to get so much damage done after losing so many Templar. This is a nice reinforcement here, but I think this might be too many charge lots, especially with this flank from the back with another warp in. Forced to pick up, but the Archons are taking him out. Oh my god, that medevac had so many expensive units in it, and it has 2 hit points. That was so close.
This is so sick. He's not done yet though, Maynard. He's coming in for round 2 into the naturals. Tons of Zealots.
I shut my eyes and hid in the corner, but he's still there. EMP is going down on all the Zealots, and the Natural is under huge siege. Great EMPs on all the Zealots here, bar 2 or 3. But this might not be enough. Oh, these Zealots are breaking through the front door, Zepph. This could be curtains for Chashui.
Oh my goodness, these units are just not dying with their +2 armor upgrades. And now the natural base is forced to lift. Chashui is hiding inside his main base. How can he actually clean this up?
King Joffrey from Game of Thrones going back into his base while everyone does the work down the ramp. Oh my god, the Zealots are in the main, and this is looking really hard to stop now for Chashui. I think this is going to be curtains for him. This is definitely looking like Short Round's game here.
That is about it. A 4th base is going down in the background for Short Round, so even if Chashui does actually clean this up, he's going to be so far behind economically. The Zealots now hacking away at the SCV line. Medevacs doing their absolute best.
And medevacs are really good, Zepph, but they took out that healing buff upgrade.
They Sure did.
And the Zealots do get cleaned up, but at what cost? We've got a huge reinforcement with Templars, with Storm now. A couple good storms.
Get a money storm on that army.
A couple good storms, and that'll be that for everything Terran.
Yeah, that's for sure. Here we go. He's coming now. There's the storms.
Oh my goodness.
Great EMP at the last minute, but it's too much. GG comes down from Chashwi.
Well played from Short Round, bringing out that goodness from last week against the top seed Epic there. So not surprising at all to see Short Round tie the series for his lovely team, Storm8. So that brings it to 1-1, guys. How'd you feel about that game, Zepph? That did end up being as epic as you predicted when you saw the map and the matchup.
Pretty much, yeah. Both the matches so far have been pretty exciting, you know, action-packed. That was just really nice use of the army by Short Round. I mean, the way he got the flank at the third, destroyed the third base too, and even after losing all those Templars, had enough to go again into the natural. I mean, what do you do against that? And the drops from Chashwi were great, but unfortunately, they just couldn't get through and do damage.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about what he could have done differently. Maybe earlier ghosts, but yeah, he got out-protossed in that game, unfortunately, for fans of Amazon. They will tie the series to 1-1, but we'll see you guys in game number 3, and we'll see what happens. Maynarde Zepph, see you there.